Good morning, students. Today we are going to learn a new section, that is bryophytes. Bryophytes. Now we are learning classification of plants only. That already we have completed algae. Now we are going to learn second classification, that is bryophytes. Bryophytes includes the various mosses and liverworts that are found commonly growing in moist shaded area in the hills only. Both the diagrams are given there, mosses and rhizoids, mosses and liverworts, various mosses and liverworts. So bryophytes includes mosses and liverworts that are found commonly growing in moist shaded areas in the hills. So moist shaded areas in the hills. See, liverwort, Marchantia, female thallus, male thallus, and mosses also given. Funaria, gametophyte. This mosses, C and D are mosses only. See, this is the diagram of mosses. Capsule, setae, main axis, and rhizome. These are mosses, and these are liverworts only. This diagram of liverworts, Archegonia, Anthrilio, female and male, gemma cup, rhizoids, root-like structure is called rhizoids, and these are mosses. So diagram of moss, liverworts. So bryophytes include mosses and liverworts. Which type of organism included in bryophytes? Mosses and liverworts. Mosses and liverworts. Where they are commonly found? They are commonly growing in moist shaded areas in the hills. Moist shaded areas in the hills. Bryophytes are also called amphibians of the plant kingdom. Amphibians. What is meant by amphibians? They can be live both in water and on land. Frog is an amphibian, like that you may be learned in smaller classes. The meaning of amphibians means they can live on land and in water also. Both in water and on land. So bryophytes are also called amphibians of the plant kingdom because these plants can live in soil but are dependent on water for sexual reproduction. Because why they are called as amphibians of the plant kingdom? Because these plants can live in soil but are dependent on water for sexual reproduction. They usually occur in damp, humid, and shaded localities. They play an important role in plant succession on bare rocks or soil only. So bryophytes are also called amphibians of the plant kingdom because these plants can live in soil but are dependent on water for sexual reproduction. They usually occur in damp, humid, and shaded localities. They play an important role in plant succession on bare rocks or soil. The plant body of bryophyte is more differentiated than that of algae. Already in algae we had learned that their plant body is not differentiated into root, stem and leaf. Overall one structure will be there. We cannot be say that which is root, which is stem or which is leaf, like that. It is not differentiated. Like that plant body is called a thallus. But compared to algae, bryophytes plant body is more differentiated than that of algae. It is thallus-like only, but it is not so differentiated as stem, leaf or root, but it is thallus-like and prostrate or erect. Prostrate means lying on the ground. Erect means standing like a tree and attached to the substratum by unicellular or multicellular rhizoids. It is thallus-like. Thallus means not having any differentiation of root, stem and leaf, like that also it can be. And prostrate or erect. Prostrate or erect, standing like a tree. Standing straight is called erect. And attached to the substratum. Attached to the substratum means attaching on any other body as they cannot be stand properly. Like a climber and creeper, they will be take the help of another thing that is called a substratum by unicellular or multicellular rhizoids. Rhizoids is root-like structure only, not a root. but it is root-like structure. What is doing by the root? That is doing by rhizoids. So fixing in the soil. That is unicellular or multicellular rhizoids. They lack true roots, stem or leaves. They lack true roots, stem or leaves. They may possess root-like, leaf-like or stem-like structures. Their actual root, leaf and stem is not there, but they may possess root-like, leaf-like or stem-like structures. The main plant body of the bryophyte is haploid only. The main plant body of the bryophyte is haploid. It produces gametes, hence is called gametophyte. As it is producing, the main plant body is gametophyte only. Why this plant body is called a gametophyte? Because it produces the gametes. The plant body which produces the gamete is called a gametophyte. And the plant body which produces spore is called a sporophyte. Spore is called a sporophyte and gamete is called gametophyte. So they may possess root-like, leaf-like or stem-like structures. The main plant body of the bryophyte is haploid. It produces gametes, hence is called a gametophyte. The sex organ in bryophytes are multicellular. Sex organs are multicellular. Multicellular means made up of more than one cell. The male sex organ is called antheridium. Male sex organ is called antheridium. They produce biflagellate antherozoids, and female sex organ is called archegonium. Male sex organ is called antheridium and female sex organ is called archegonium. This antheridium, they biflagellate only. Biflagellate means two flagella. Two flagella possessing antherozoids. Diagram I will show you. The female sex organ called archegonium is flask shaped and produces a single egg only. Female only, so producing the egg only, but it is flask shaped. The antherozoids are released into water. Antherozoids means male gamete, biflagellate male gamete. Antherozoids are released into water where they come in contact with archegonium, that is the female part. An antherozoid fuses with the egg to produce the zygote. An antherozoid, that is the male gamete, fuses with the egg. Fuses with the egg. Egg is female gamete to produce the zygote. Zygote do not undergo reduction division immediately. Zygote usually what will be happen? Zygote will be undergo reduction division only. But here zygote not undergoing reduction. Zygote directly not undergoing reduction. Zygote do not undergo reduction division immediately. They produce a multicellular body called a sporophyte. They produce a multicellular body called a sporophyte. The sporophyte is not free living, by attached to the photosynthetic gametophyte and derives nourishment from gametophyte only. This sporophyte is forming on the gametophyte only, on the gametophyte. And gametophyte having leaf-like structure, so chlorophyll containing structures. So gametophyte only producing the food. The photosynthesis is doing by gametophyte only. This sporophyte which is living on the gametophyte is taking food from the gametophyte. Understood? So, some cells of the sporophyte undergo reduction division, that is meiotic division, to produce haploid spores. Haploid spores. These spores germinated to produce gametophyte. These spores germinated to produce gametophyte again. So, first gametophyte is forming. Gametophyte is doing the photosynthesis. That is the main plant body of bryophyte. And as it is gametophyte, it is producing gametes, male gamete and a female gamete. Male gamete is knowing as, male structure is knowing as antheridium and female sex organ is knowing as archegonium. Male sex organ is knowing as antheridium and female sex organ is knowing as archegonium. And antheridium producing anthrozoids, biflagellate anthrozoid. And archegonium produce an egg. So egg is the female gamete and anthrozoid is the male gamete. Both of them combine together to form zygote. And this zygote suddenly does not undergoing meiotic division. immediately. They produce a multicellular body first. They produce a multicellular body called sporophyte. This sporophyte is living on the gametophyte only, depending gametophyte for food and nourishment from gametophyte only. Some cells of the sporophyte undergo reduction division. Now only reduction division is taking place in sporophyte to produce haploid spores. These spores germinated to produce gametophyte. Bryophytes in general are of little economic importance, but some mosses produce food for herbaceous mammals. Bryophyte in general are of little economic importance, but some mosses provide food for herbaceous mammals, birds, and other animals. Mosses provide food for herbaceous mammals, birds, and other animals. Species of sphagnum, sphagnum is a moss only, provide peat that have long been used as a fuel. Is using as a fuel, peat. Which species giving? Sphagnum. The name of the species is important. Sphagnum, a type of moss only sphagnum, provide peat that have long been used as a fuel only. And because of their capacity to hold water as packing material for transshipment of living material only. So this has capacity, bryophyte or this peat having capacity to absorb water. So peat is using as a packing material in ship. Ship there is chance of water in ship and boat a chance of water is there. So for transfer of material, that is transshipment. Transfer through ship is called a transshipment. So something is transferring through the ship, there is chance of water and all. So this peat is having the capacity to absorb water. Peat is using as a absorbent or packing material. Peat is using as a packing material for transshipment of living material. Transshipment means transfer of material through ship. Mosses along with the lichens are first organism to colonize rocks only. Mosses are seeing like lichen, mosses are also seeing on the rocks. Mosses along with the lichens are the first organism to colonize rocks and hence are of great ecological importance. They decompose rocks, making the substrate suitable for the growth of higher plants. They decompose rocks, making the substrate suitable for the growth of higher plants. Since mosses form dense matter on the soil, they reduce the impact of falling rain and prevent soil erosion. Since mosses form dense mat, it is appearing like a dense mat on the soil. They reduce the impact of falling rain. Soil erosion they are preventing. The bryophytes are divided into two, liverworts and mosses. Now we will learn about, before learning about that, one more time what are the general characteristics of bryophytes we have to learn. In this last paragraph, uses of bryophyte are given. As they are little economic importance, then also everything having its own use. That is showing by this one. Even though it is having less economic importance, bryophyte is also necessary by the nature. So this last paragraph you have to learn as the answer of what are the uses of bryophytes. Before that, general characteristic of bryophytes only discussed. Already told that it is divided into mosses and liverworts and found commonly growing in moist shaded area in the hills only. Diagram also given. This is the diagram of rhizoids. Liverworts. Diagram of liverworts. Archegoniform means it is the females and this female liverworts, and it is anthridioform means it is the male liverworts only. Female and male. This is the diagram of moss only. In moss already we had learned gametophyte. This is the gametophyte. Leaves they are having, so they are doing the photosynthesis. Already told that these bryophytes are somewhat differentiated than algae. Algae is fully not differentiated into stem, leaf or root. It is more somewhat, but it is not having actual leaf, stem or root is not there, but leaf-like structures, root-like structures and stem-like structures present. Not real root, stem and leaf is not there. But this leaf is green in color, so they can do the photosynthesis. So gametophyte, on the gametophyte, two are there. Gametophyte is producing gametes only. The plant body which is producing gametes are called gametophyte. As they are doing sexual reproduction, two types are there, male and female. Male sex organ is called antheridium. Male sex organ is called antheridium, and female sex organ is called archegonium. Male sex organ is called antheridium and female sex organ is called archegonium. And antheridium is the female sex organ, producing male gamete called anthrozoids. Male gamete called anthrozoids. It is biflagellate, so it can move only. Two flagella are there. And archegonium, that is the female sex organ producing female gamete, that is calling as the egg. That is calling as egg. And egg, anthrozoids are releasing into the water. By the water current, it is reaching to the egg, and fertilization will be takes place. When male gamete fertilizes the female gamete, then zygote will be formed. After formation of zygote, suddenly it does not undergo meiotic division or reduction division. Instead of that, it is converted into a multicellular structure called sporophyte. That only this one, this multicellular structure is the sporophyte. Sporophyte is seen here. Sporophyte. In this capsule, spores are there. Spores means asexual reproduction only. Spores. And spores, and afterwards this capsule will be break and spores will be fall on the ground. Again it will be developed into a gametophyte. Liverwort, this is the liverwort Marchantia. Marchantia only shown through the diagram. In that Marchantia, female thallus, first shown the female thallus only. Thallus means plant body, not differentiated into stem, leaf and root. So this is the female thallus and this is the male thallus shown there for the liverwort. And this moss also shown there, that Mossa funaria is shown as the example of mosses, gametophyte and sporophyte. This is the gametophyte and this is the sporophyte. Here marked also there. And this is the sphagnum, which is using as the last diagram is sphagnum. Sphagnum already we had learned that it is using as peat. First it is using as a fuel, and now it is using, it can absorb water. So now it is using as a packing material for transshipment. Transshipment already I told that the transfer of substance through ship is called a transshipment. Understood. So now it is divided into two types of liverworts and mosses. That already we had learned, the liverworts and mosses. Now I will show some diagram to you. Bryophyte. They are called amphibians of the plant kingdom. Why bryophytes are called amphibians of the plant kingdom? Because these bryophytes can live in water and on the land also. Then so it is called as bryophytes. Even though they are mostly living on the land only, wet condition only living, but not necessary the presence of water for living. They are mostly living inside the soil only, but for fertilization water is necessary. Fertilization, because anthrozoids are putting inside the water only. Like that, ova also there only. So water current is needed to reach this anthrozoids to ova or egg. Anthrozoids should be reached to the egg by the help of water current only. So fertilization water is necessary. So near to the water, where water availability is there only these plants are living. So they are called amphibians of the plant kingdom. Seeing on the wet wall, rock like this, these are the bryophytes. Because they can live in soil but they need water for sexual reproduction, so they are called amphibians. They occur in damp, humid and shaded localities. Direct sunlight is not necessary for the growth. Mostly seeing in the shaded region only, damp region and the humid region only. Understood? Now, about this modi is more differentiated than the algae. Already told that second class only. When classes are going up, their differentiation also will be simpler to the complex, undeveloped to the developed, small to the large. Like that only divisions are doing. So algae is the first division. So second division is bryophyte. So no doubt that the second division will be more developed than first division. So bryophytes are more developed compared to the algae. Body is more differentiated than algae. It is thallus-like and prostrate of erect and attached to the substratum by unicellular or multicellular rhizoids. It is thallus like and prostrate of erect and attached to the substratum by unicellular or multicellular rhizoids. They lack true roots. True roots are not there. This roots like a structure that is called as rhizoids only. It is not a true root. Here seeing this one is not a true root, rhizoids only. Stem or leaves are also not true. It is root like, stem like or leaf like only. Actual root is not there. Root or stem and leaf is also not there. They may possess root like, leaf like or stem like structures. The main plant body is called a gametophyte because they produce the gametes. As they are producing the gametes, the main body is called a gametophyte. Hence it is called a gametophyte. Now the sex organs in bryophytes are multicellular only. Sex organ only shown here that archegonium is the female sex organ and antheridium is the male sex organ. Here archegonium and egg is also seen here. In this diagram you can see the egg also. Egg is the female gamete. Archegonium is the female sex organ and egg is the female gamete. And antheridium is the male sex organ and sperm is the male gamete. So archegonium and antheridium, Marchantia liverwort only shown by this diagram. The sex organ in bryophytes are multicellular. Male sex organ produces biflagellate anthrozoids only. Biflagellate anthrozoids. Female sex organ archegonium is flask shaped. Female sex organ. Here this structure see that it is looking like a flask only. Flask shaped and produces single egg, only producing one egg only to producing. So the sex organs in bryophytes are multicellular. Male sex organ produces biflagellate anthrozoids. Female sex organ is flask shaped and produces a single egg. Anthrozoids are released to water only. Anthrozoids are released to water, and with the help of water current it will go and meet archegonium. So by that only it is saying that bryophytes need water for reproduction. If water is not there, then anthrozoids cannot be reached to the female gamete egg or archegonium. And anthrozoid fuses with the egg to form zygote. Anthrozoids fuses with the egg to form zygote. Diagram also one time. Zygotes do not undergo meiosis immediately. They produce a multicellular body called a sporophyte. They produce a multicellular body called a sporophyte. Sporophyte is not free living because it is seen on the gametophyte only. On the gametophyte. Sporophyte is not free living but attached to the photosynthetic gametophyte, and derives nourishment from it and taking nourishment from it. Some cells of the sporophyte undergo meiosis to produce haploid spores. Some cells of the sporophyte undergo meiosis to produce haploid spores only. Here diagram seeing archegonium, egg and sperm. So sporophyte is not free living but attached to the photosynthetic gametophyte and derives nourishment from it. Some cells of the sporophyte undergo meiosis to produce haploid spores. These spores germinate to form gametophyte. Now importance of bryophyte. Some mosses provide food for herbaceous mammals, birds, etc. Herbaceous mammals and birds, etc. And species of sphagnum, that is a moss, provide peat. It is used as fuel. It has water holding capacity. so that it is used as a packing material for transshipment of living material only. Species of sphagnum. Sphagnum peat also shown here only. And this is using by the mammals, birds for their food. The moss only, funaria it is. And sphagnum, it is using as peat. Peat is using as a fuel also. And because of its water holding capacity, it is used as a packing material for transshipment of living. Two type of bryophytes are there, liverworts and mosses. This is liverworts and this one is mosses only. So, liverworts and mosses. They grow usually in moist shady habitat such as banks of trees, marshy ground, damp soil, bark of trees, and deep in the wood. Their plant body is thalloid, example Marchantia. Thallus is dorsiventral and closely pressed to the substrate, fixed on the substrate only. Thallus is very flattened, leaf-like structure only. Very flattened, dorsiventral and closely pressed to the substrate. The leafy members have tiny leaf-like appendages. The leafy members have tiny leaf-like appendages in 2 rows on the stem-like structure. 2 rows on the stem-like structure. So today in this session we had learned about the bryophyte only. They are called as amphibians of the plant kingdom because they can live in soil but need water for sexual reproduction. They occur in damp and humid and shaded localities. And sex organs in bryophytes are multicellular. Male sex organ Anthridium produces biflagellate antherozoids. Female sex organ Archegonium is flask-shaped and produces a single cup. And zygote do not undergo meiotic division immediately. They produce multicellular body called sporophyte. Sporophyte is not free-living but attached to the photosynthetic gametophyte and derives nourishment from it. Some cells of the sporophyte undergo meiosis to produce haploid spores. These spores germinate to form gametophyte. And importance of bryophyte also given here. They are ecologically important because of their role in plant succession on bare rocks, soil, mosses. Bare rock. Plant succession means the first smaller plants will become, then higher plants are developing from that. Succeeding in that mean plant succession only. So primary succession is by this bryophyte only. So highest, since mosses form dense mat on the soil, like that mat like structure, dense mat on the soil, and aquatic also shown there. Primary succession it is using, and it is using as a mat on the soil. They can prevent the soil erosion. And two type are there: bryophytes, liverworts, and mosses. That we will learn in next session. So one more time, bryophytes, that is the second classification of plant kingdom. One more time, you see the diagram and all. Already I sent you the PDF of this one. So all of you have to prepare the notes from that. Third lessons already I sent. Second lesson today I will send. Bryophytes. Moss, it is the diagram of nose funaria. Moss in that example is funaria. Two type of gametophyte and a sporophyte. Gametophyte is free living only, so it can prepare its own food because sporophyte is depending on the gametophyte. This gametophyte is producing archegonium and anthridium, and the sporophyte is producing the spores. And antherozoids are released into the water. So water is very compulsory for the reproduction of bryophyte. Antherozoids fuses with the egg. Archegonia producing the egg, funnel-shaped structure. This archegonial egg having, Antheridium with sperm also shown there. Archegonium and a type of bryophytes, liverworts and mosses. Liverworts and mosses. This diagram of liverworts and mosses only shown here. Importance or uses of bryophytes. Dense matter and primary succession means from this only plant life is starting. Primary successor means from this bryophytes now new plants will be developed. Angiosperm, gymnosperm, tree like that plant. So starting from this bryophyte only, so it is called a primary succession. Question. So liverworts and mosses we will be learning next session. All of you have to prepare your notes from this PDF.